Hey everybody, today we're here at Boyce Park. This is the wave pool loop. It's about a mile and a half. Looks to be a little more urban. Back there where we parked, there are quite a few people today. This is the first week of March, going into the second week of March. But you'll see a huge difference from when we were here last time at the bouldering area. No snow, beautiful day. Let's get into it. Down in there's the wave pool area. This must be the entrance here. I guess this path is taking us one of these two directions. Wonder what the circle is up here. Just a little enclosure area. It's pretty fun. Finally found the loop sign we're looking for, the wave pool loop. It's like something was eating at that. I think it goes down in here, so let's send it down in. Hopefully not crazy muddy, but we will see. You can hear the squelching already. Should have wore boots. Now we're heading by this woodsy fence area behind the wave pool. Oh, it's muddy here. I just about had my first almost wipeout already in the mud. Ooh, it is squelchy and it is rough. That mud. Let's get off to the side if we can here. Yeah, up in there's the wave pool. There's one of the buildings for the wave pool. Oh, so far the whole thing has been mud like this. Nice patch of woods back here. Looks like a nice little hill climb area for adventure at some point. Speaking of hill climbs, up we go. A little less muddy here, thankfully. Almost at the top of this hill. Here's the wave pool area from the other side. Got that chained up real good. Looks like if you were a skinny enough dude, you could just, but I'm not that skinny of a dude, so we'll skip that. An obstacle for tall people. I'm just tall enough that I have to duck down slightly for that one. Oh, got hit by a little branch there. All right, and this thankfully is much less muddy than it's been. Now we're on an orange trail. I'm not sure what happened to the wave pool loop, but this is where we are. I'll of course put it on the map when I get back. Oh, Gotta duck that stuff. I get the feeling people don't come back in here that often. It's fairly narrow, and there's just down stuff and thorns poking out on the trail. Example of both. Okay, so over that tree, and then wants me to go this way. So that's what we will do. Like I said, a ton of people at the main park area by the bouldering and the skate park, but nobody's back in here. Just me. That goes pretty far down in. Nice little stream here. Kind of comes down from the ravine, probably the muddy trail we saw earlier where the water was flowing down, flows down into this little ravine section. We're back in the thick mud. There we go. Try to avoid that. Thorns lining all over this trail. They're definitely going to overtake it in the summertime if they don't maintenance it. And they look sharp. This trail's pretty thin. So this is one of many trails here at Boyce Park. In my previous videos, I've hiked the Indian Hill Loop. I've hiked one of the, I think it was the yellow trail or the blue trail. I forget which one. I have to go back and check it out. Ooh, mud here. And yeah, I've just been here a few times. And then just a recent video, I did a little bit of bouldering when my sneakers were wet, and it was a tough time, but I managed the easiest one. So always something new to explore here. And as a matter of fact, there's still, I think, about 5 miles to 7 miles of trail, even after this, at least, that I have not explored at Boyce Park yet. So eventually, someday, it might be over the next couple of years, I'll have to get all the trails in this area completed. But yeah, today's the Orange Trail with the wave pool loop. I'm starting to hear birds. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get them on camera, but I'm keeping an eye out. Wildlife's starting to come out. It's like 60, 65 degrees today. Look at this thing. It's exactly 1/2 of a tree. Way down in there looks to be like a soccer field, maybe a different area of Boyce Park. But us, I think we unfortunately just went downhill a bunch because I think we got to end up, whoa, thorns again, way up at the top. So yeah, up we go. These thorn bushes, they're just all over the trail. Maybe people mountain bike this. Potentially, I could see someone coming down that hill and going up over this and continuing on. I know there's a bunch of trails here at Boyce Park that are for mountain biking. So if you're in the area of Monroeville and you're able to come to Boyce Park, they have mountain biking trails. They have a little pump track back where I started at the beginning, and that's beside the bouldering area. Oh, good. We're still on the Orange Trail. But lots to do here, so definitely check it out. There's another thorn just waiting to get me right in the middle of the trail. I think this is definitely a mountain bike area. Otherwise, I don't really see the point of those logs right there. I also don't see the point of this though if it's a mountain bike area. That might have fell just recently, but oh, it's hard to tell. There's barely any roots on that thing. This is one of those trees with an elbow. Look at this. These guys are from in the middle of the trail here. I'm just gonna get attacked by these thorns, so let's gently get around these guys and carry on. Got some big robin wildlife. I think they're probably tossing up the leaves looking for like worms and insects, things like that. Yeah, you hear that woodpecker? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get him on film, but I'm gonna try. Same video, just without the jacket for the moment, because we're about to do this hill climb. This is a pipeline. You can see the top of it way up there. I purposely walked off the Orange Trail and came down the pipeline so I can go back up it. This looks like a good little challenging hill climb to be part of my hill climb series that I've been doing. So I want to get another one in before all the grass and weeds start growing up, and it's pretty hard to do. So we're going up to the very top of this hill. But before we do that, there's this little quick running stream here I want to show you. You can kind of see the water line there when it floods, so it must get much higher than this, but that is some clear looking water. So this hill climb is like me making my own little adventure. You start by the stream here at the bottom of the pipeline, and you want to get to the top of the hill. That's all there is to it. So I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna map it, and this will be up on my traildepth.com site where you can see my other hill climbs and all my other adventures of walks, hikes. I did a couple cemetery walks, different kind of things on there. So make sure to check that out, traildepth.com. Let's send it up the hill. Starting to get a little bit steeper here. The steepest part is right up there at the top. The trail that we came in on is, I think, up here at this next pipeline thing. About halfway up so far. Gotta keep it moving up the hill. The steepest part is definitely near the top. Here comes the steepest part of this hill climb. This is the trail that we were crossing through the pipeline on. And down there by the, a little before the road, at the ravine there is where we started. All right, let's send it up the steep part here. That's what I'm here for. This one looks like it's gonna be just walkable, but very steep. So, shouldn't need hands for this one. Just gets a little muddy. We're doing okay. Oh, about part way up the steep spot. Keep it going. It's getting back down. It's gonna be dangerous in the mud. Almost there. Just a little further. There's this mud here. There. Thorns and mud. Gotta get to the top clearing. And that's the end goal. I think that was the steepest part. Right there, that last hill. Almost at the top. We'll call this gas pipeline finish line for this hill climb, I think, because it's pretty flat after that. Nice. Okay. So if you're looking for something to get your cardio going, I recommend taking the Orange Trail down around the wave pool, down to this pipeline hill, going down to the river and coming up. That'll get your cardio going, and it's a good workout. So yeah, let's get back down to the Orange Trail now. Going down is always a little bit spookier than going up. Yeah, I think that's the really steep part of that climb. We're back on flat ground here in the middle of the pipeline, getting back on the Orange Trail, back into the woods. Gotta finish this loop out. That was just a detour. I didn't know that was gonna be there, but quite fun. Got another big ravine section there. You can hear the water running, but I can't see it because it's that deep. Oh, there we go. It's a little waterfall. All right. That's maybe a 5, 8-foot waterfall. It's hard to tell without getting down in, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get back up if I get down in there. What I think I can do is get down to this tree maybe. Maybe. If it's mud, I'm in trouble. Worst case scenario is I have to go down and down, go back over to the pipeline or over here and down and around. So not the end of the world, but I need both hands. I'm kind of confident I can get down there. It's getting back up is going to be the challenge. But I really want to get down to that waterfall. It's a little hill we just came down. This is definitely worth it. Pretty steep and muddy here. I want to hop over to that island, but I'm not confident I can get back without, that's just mud right there. I'm going into getting my shoes wet, and I don't want to do that today. Beautiful waterfall. Now we've seen the waterfall. Hard part is Getting back up this hill. Now that I'm down here, I can see a bunch of cobwebs glistening in the sun. Not sure if they're visible. It's a bunch of spider webs. Bunch of spider webs up in there. I'm gonna try and go back this way. This short up here is going to be significantly steeper but shorter than that hill climb we just did. So let's see what we can do. May need both hands. Unsure yet. Don't want to fall, that's for sure. Sorry about that. Working the way up. May need both hands. Let's see if this is muddy. Okay, here. Yeah. Getting up and out. Beautiful waterfall though. Just gotta get up on this rock here, I think. Problem is everything's a little bit muddy because it rained. I was gonna put the phone down and film it twice, but that's a steep boy. There we go. That's a beautiful, unexpected waterfall. I think there might be another hidden waterfall over here. Mud doesn't take me down in. Yeah, this one's smaller, but I want to get it, ouch, on camera. Thorn bush. Ow. Ow. Yeah, this one's got a nice little pool below it. This one's maybe 3 feet tall, 4 or 5 feet, maybe 6 if you count the upper part of the waterfall. We might be able to see it better from the trail up there, so let's get back up and on it. Gotta watch grabbing onto trees. Some of these are waiting to get you. The thorns on that. This is one of those thorn trees where everything is sharp and like, ow, will protrude to great distance there and spike you if you're not careful. I think the trail's right back up here. Yep. Okay. Out of the ravine. Ouch. Back on the orange trail. Pretty big down tree here. This is another very tall people obstacle. Oh, actually, just generally tall. I think we're mostly up out of the ravine area. Now we're dodging thorns on the trail again. This is why I wear long pants, because my legs will get really scratched up. Just thorn bushes on both sides. Everything's thorns, at least right here. This is where if you're biking it, you really don't want to go flying off into the bushes. Off to the right, it widens out. The ravine goes narrow at the bottom. So I think it's just more shallow here and the water runs in off the sides. This is the day of daylight savings, so clocks are set forward today or reverse of daylight savings, whichever it is. We lose that hour, so it feels a little weird. It's like 3-ish o'clock and I think it's supposed to be 2. Ooh, another little waterfall up here to see. Well, it's more of a pipe waterfall. It's interesting. I guess that pipe just makes it a little more convenient for the water and maybe erodes the trail here a little less. Squirrel. Thought I heard something running at me from behind. Oh dear. I think we spooked each other. The brush is too thick to see more of him. There he is. Just passing through, Mr. Deer. Be on your way, buddy. There's a little butterfly of some sorts. I hear traffic. I think we're getting closer to the paved parts again. Maybe there's a road off to the right there. I see a house in the distance. Very mazy in this section. Just the thickets on both sides of the trail. Should be getting to the end of this trail pretty soon. Feel like we're pretty far in. There goes another deer, 2 of them. Don't think I caught those on camera though. It's pretty quick. There's definitely deer back here. There's a baby, the mom. They went over the hill. I think there was a baby with a mom there. But it's hard to tell because the woods are just too thick here to see them well. There's a little butterfly. Hello? Maybe that's a moth. There's little deer footprints here. I mean, there's no wonder. They must use this all the time. Yeah, look at all the deer footprints. I don't see any people footprints. But it is a hiking path, so somebody's got to hike it. Finally, another orange blaze. I was thinking I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Looks like we've been spit out by a road here. I think it's just going to take us down. Bird party over there. I think it's just going to take us down to the entrance where we had to park last time to get to the boulder field. Yeah, so this is taking us to the entrance where we had to park last time to get to the boulder field. because there was snow and the gate was closed. So we are here. Now I'm gonna go do a little bit of bouldering, and that way I have the strength to climb, even if it's the easiest boulders. The easiest boulders are harder than the steep parts that we did back there, so good to keep doing those. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.